Hello everybody and welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about our daily schedule and our schedule on what we call asynchronous days and what to do if there is a NTI day, snow day, or a delay in our schedule. So VLC follows Fayette County's AB schedule, which means one day is an A day and you have your A day classes, and then the next day will be a B day and you'll have a different set of classes that you attend on those days. And so these classes, your A classes and your B classes, are listed on your student's schedule. And if you want to remember if today is an A day or a B day in class, on every teacher's top bar on their Canvas course homepage, you'll see this button right here that looks like a schedule. So I've got the arrow pointing to it. If you click on that, it'll have all of the dates for the entire year and whether or not it is an A day or a B day that day. So if you have been absent a couple days and you don't know if it's an A day or a B day that day, click on this, find the date, and it'll tell you whether it's an A day or a B day. Also, if you click on this link, it'll have whether that day is a club day or whether that day is an asynchronous day, and it'll have other events and special things listed on that AB schedule as well. So that button is your best friend for keeping up with whether today is an A day or a B day in class, and that way you can make sure to attend your correct classes. If you are ever in a Google Meet and you're trying to get in and the teacher hasn't let you in or nobody's there, ask yourself, first question you should ask yourself, am I accidentally on my A day classes when it's a B day, or vice versa? Check the AB schedule and make sure you're going to the right classes on that day. Here is our daily schedule of when to go to class. So from 8:30 to 9, we have homeroom every day. Students will log into homeroom. We will have special activities that we do in homeroom. And also that is where you can tell your teacher whether you are going to need to miss any classes that day, and your homeroom teacher can communicate that to your other teachers. From 9 to 10:30, we have our first block class. From 10:30 to 12, we have our second block class. From 12 to 12:30, everybody takes lunch, including their teachers. So if you're trying to reach a teacher between 12 and 12:30, probably won't get us because we're eating too. From 12:30 to 2 is your third block class. And from 2 to 3:15 is your fourth block class. So this is the schedule that you will follow. When it says A1, B1, or whatever, that's the 9 to 10:30 spot. A2, B2, that's the 10:30 to 12, etc. So you can always come back to this daily schedule and make sure you are trying to log in at the right times. I get emails all the time saying, I'm trying to log in, but class hasn't started yet. So make sure you always go back and look at that slide if you need to for your daily schedule. Now let's talk about something called asynchronous days. So once a month, VLC students will have what we call asynchronous day. This year it's usually on a Monday, but that could change depending on the school year. So once a month is asynchronous day. We will let you know ahead of time when one of those is coming up and remind you several times, and we'll remind you of these procedures as well, usually in homeroom. So this allows your teachers time for professional development. We do all our meetings on this day. We learn new things to bring back to you all. So we will be unavailable on these days, but you all will work independently. So asynchronous just means you're doing independent work. It is still a school day. You will still have things to do in all of your classes, but you will just be working independently without logging into some of your Google Meets. So there is an exception. So students will log into the Google Meet for their homeroom on asynchronous days, and then you will log into your Google Meet for your first block at 9 a.m. for about 10 minutes, just so your first block teacher can give you any updates they need to give you for what you're doing asynchronously that day. And then for your second block and your third block class on asynchronous days, you will work independently. That does not mean you get the rest of the day off. You have to log into your Canvas courses for the rest of your classes, second, third, and fourth, and make sure that you're checking what your teacher has put up for you to do that day under your Canvas modules tab. So we'll work independently on these days, and it is your responsibility to check for what work your teacher has left for you on asynchronous days. All right, then let's talk about snow days and days off. So we follow Fayette County's schedule no matter what, because we are part of Fayette County Public Schools. So if Fayette County calls off for school a day, we are also off. So here's how we do it. Sometimes when we get a day off in Fayette County, they call for what is NTI days, non-traditional instruction. Well, we are a virtual school, so we are already non-traditional instruction, which means on NTI days, we're going to carry on as normal. You're going to log into all your Google Meets and do all of your work. So NTI days for us is a normal school day because we're already doing non-traditional instruction. All right, so everything is normal for us when Fayette County calls an NTI day. All right, so sorry about it, but we gotta push forward on NTI days. Snow days, this is where the county has decided that students can't do non-traditional instruction. They're just calling a full snow day. So they will say something like, this is not an NTI day. On snow days, like full-blown snow days, no NTI, then we also get a day off. So students will not log into Google Meets if it's a full snow day, and students will not have any work on Canvas if it's a full snow day. Pay attention to whether it's NTI or not NTI, because one is a normal school day for us and one is a day off. Delays. So the delay is going to be pretty rare, I think, but there is a chance we may experience a delay in Fayette County. We will follow the delay in Fayette County. So if Fayette County calls a 2-hour delay, then instead of starting at 8:30, you will start at 10:30, and you'll just log into whatever class you're supposed to log into at that time. Okay, so if they call a 1-hour delay, that's 9:30. You'll log into your first block class for a few minutes. If they call a 2-hour delay, that's 10:30, and you will log in to the start of your second block class. Okay, so on 1-hour delays or 2-hour delays, you will not have homeroom. You will just go straight to the class that's in session at that time. All right, so that is our schedule. If you have any questions about your schedule or how we handle days off, you can let your homeroom teacher know, and they will be happy to go back over that with you all. I will see you all in the next video.